Hello world, welcome back to Cybercrete, and today in this video we are going to review this Samsung M5 smart monitor that is 27-inch in size, and we are going to be first unboxing it, and then we are going to talk about how this monitor is actually for day-to-day tasks and for gaming, and should you consider buying it or not. So that all are coming up next. So let's get this video started. I'm basically trying to wrap up this wrapper that comes with the Amazon. So I have ordered it from Amazon, so it came in the Amazon box. So I was just using the blade that is used to cut steel, but that does not work. So I used my hand, and then I used the tester to cut the tape from the box. So I tried to open it up with everything that I could possibly get. So with the hand, with the knife, with the blade that is used to cut the steel, but finally somehow I was actually able to cut it off, and then once the box opened, I figured out that there is one more box. So in this box there is supposed to be that monitor, so I took the precision this time, and I just used the knife to cut this slowly, and after cutting it I just tried to open it up, but it does not happen. So you can see from another side it is just taped up, so I just cut that tape too, and here you can see there are utilities that comes with it. We are going to take a look in a while, and this is a stand that is going to make the things height adjustable or things like that, and this is very solid and it is heavy too. And now let me just take out this plate. So this is the plate on which the stand is going to make the monitor stand, and here comes the big boss from the room. Here is the Samsung M5 monitor that is 1080p in dimension. Of course I would have preferred if it was 2K or 4K, but no worries, it is just 1080p full HD, so I will be using that. And now I have to just slowly put it up so that I can set up this stand. So you can just easily put this stand with the help of the screws that it provides, and at first the screws are easily adjustable from the hands, so I tried to screw it using my hands, and then once it got a bit tighter, there I thought of using the tester to just screw the things up. And this is a tester used to test if the electricity is coming on the wire or not. I could not find anything else, so I just simply using this tester, and once that is fit, now you can just use this. And yes, here also I went a bit stupid and crazy. I tried to put it there, and I was trying to screw the things up with a knife, so which was not a great strategy, as in seconds I understood and used the screwdriver to screw the things up, or the tester you can say. And once the screw was basically tight and solid, and I could think that yes, now my monitor can stand on it, I just made it stand. But in doing so I got some fingerprints on it which was likely to go, so I just tried to rub it off, but it did not went up. Then I basically took up the plastic up, and here are the things that comes with it. So the first thing that it come was the battery that I found, and then there is this two cables. So one is HDMI and one is the power supply. So this is the TV remote. So yeah, of course the monitor comes with the remote with which you can just simply control all the things like volume and things like that. And this is the power electric cable which is going to provide the electricity to the monitor. And of course I was trying to open it up, but shortly enough I figured it out that it is not going to happen, so I just used my knife to cut it, and the build quality of this was solid. But here comes the twist. I tried to use it on the plug, but it did not went up. So I just went to the market, purchased types from 6 to 16 milliampere converter, and then I was finally able to plug it on my monitor, and then I just switched it on using the TV remote. Sorry, the monitor remote. I just keep on saying the TV because it functions like TV. So here first I was able to choose the language, and then I was able to choose the Wi-Fi. So here it supports 5 gigahertz of Wi-Fi, so you can get the best speed from the Wi-Fi using this monitor. And after getting wirelessly connected, as we set up with our phones, it asks for terms and conditions, and terms and conditions I just made it clear and go. And then it was asking for the Samsung account, as it does with any Samsung smart monitor or smart TV. So here I just registered the things up, and then once the things were ready, it was asking for choosing the assistants. Of course there is an assistant button, and it was very good that it provided the option of choosing Google Assistants, or else I would be stuck with the Bixby or Samsung Alexa. And once the things are done, it was just trying to say tap view, which just works with when you have Samsung phones. And once this is done, I was trying to connect it with my Mac, so I choose the option with the Mac, and then this happens. Then I was basically asked for the secret code that was shown on the monitor, so I just entered that secret code into my MacBook, and then here you can see just wirelessly I was able to connect to this monitor without any wire. So this might be a good thing or a bad thing depending upon the situation, but here if you are doing the wireless connection, what it is going to happen, the thing's quality is not going to look great. But if you are just going to be using for minimal tasks, it is good. But if you want the best performance, you have to connect it using the HDMI cable. So do not forget to connect with HDMI if you want the best performance, because if I was using the wireless connection, there were some blurs that I could see on the monitor that will not be covered with the camera. And this is how my complete setup looks after connecting it with the HDMI cable. So you can see the blacks on this monitor are as comparable as the MacBook blacks. So the blacks are deep. It is almost as good as the Mac black, the black that comes with the Mac, but not exactly as good, but it is very good. It is going to be perfectly fine for doing all small tasks and things like that. So now let me talk about the certain features of this monitor that makes it different from other monitor. First of all, this monitor, as you have already seen, comes with some sorts of Samsung own operating system inside it. And by that, you can use many different apps, like you can use Netflix, you can watch Amazon Prime, and with this help of this TV remote, so you can see this remote, we can easily control audio, video, and brightness, things like that. So it becomes very, very easy to control things with this remote, rather than just in most of the monitor that comes, we have to control with by doing something like this on the back of the monitor. So with physical switches. So let us suppose that whenever you are doing work, what are you going to do after your work is done? So let us suppose if you already have a TV in your home, then it might not be useful. But if your TV is not that big in size, then it might come useful. Like if you are done doing your work and if you just set this monitor onto your office room or things like that, on your personal room or whatever, then you are going to simply be using this monitor for watching your favorite TV series. You can watch YouTube in it, you can watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, and almost all of the streaming apps are available here. Not only the streaming apps, here comes the most interesting part of this monitor that I like. You can easily use the web browser in it because it comes with pre-installed Wi-Fi and it supports up to Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz in frequency. And that is why you are going to be getting the highest speed that you can get on this monitor with your Wi-Fi. And you can simply, without even connecting it to any monitor, laptop or any smartphone like that, you will be able to use this TV something like a desktop. You can do web surfing, you can do things in Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, because inside this TV there is Microsoft 365 package already there. So with the help of that, what you can easily do, you can just open up your Word or Excel, just you need to sign in with your Microsoft account in it and you are ready to go. And at the back side of this monitor there are 2 USB slots and 2 HDMI slots. So you can easily connect your mouse as well as the keyboard that you want to connect for doing the work, or you can, if you are having the wireless system, you can just plug the wireless USB mouse at the back of your monitor and you are ready to go. Everything is wirelessly. But this comes to one different point, that after receiving the monitor, I was having trouble in finding the right switch. So the plug that this requires is not the regular plug that we are easily using with our laptops, but it requires 60 milliampere plug. So I just have to buy it separately. So if you are considering buying it, you just make sure to get that separately. You can use that different switch or hub on your regular to convert that regular to 16-inch, like we do with Type C to 3.5 jack. The converter comes like that, and it just costs around 50 to 70 rupees in INR or $1 in price if you are living outside USA. So it is not expensive at all. Now let us talk about the pros and cons of this. So if you are someone who is looking at this monitor and thinking of doing gaming, this monitor is not going to be a good fit for you, because this monitor just comes up to 60 Hz, and of course at this price range I got it for 20k. at this price range, there are other monitor that comes with the higher frequency. So if you are going to be doing gaming, then it might not be the best monitor that you can get at this price point. But if you are getting it for professional works, like doing some sort of programming, I basically use this for programming and things like that. Programming, normal web surfing, normal website browsing, watching movies, watching TV series, a bit of video editing. This monitor is great for that task. But as this comes with 60 GHz, it might not be the best for gaming. But of course, if you want to play the games that are not competitive, like Counter-Strike or things that are completely online and multiplayer, you can easily play. I have tried playing Watch Dogs Legion on this monitor, and of course that ran fine. And of course my CPU or GPU does not support more than 60 FPS, because the laptop that I am using, the Windows laptop that I have, is having the 1650. So for that, if I want to run high graphics game, the maximum FPS that it can get me out is 60 FPS. So of course I will not be able to use more than 60 FPS. But if you have any system that can boost up the performance to 120 Hz, or you can think your system is capable enough to play that game at 120 Hz, then of course you can go ahead and buy different laptop. And now let me talk about the sidecar feature. If you are having any type of Apple devices, let's say the iPad like this, or MacBook, or Samsung smartphones, or even your normal smartphone, what you can do, you can easily cast your screen to this, as screencast also is built in, and you can just start controlling and seeing things completely smoothly. Like if you want to open any picture on your iPad, you can just cast this iPad images onto this TV or monitor, I would say, onto this monitor, and yes, the things will be ready to go. So these are some of the advantages and the disadvantages of this monitor. And if you are considering to get it one, you can of course get it one, as it's have more pros than cons. And of course, after all, the decision at the end is up to you. And how I basically use this monitor: first of all, I have my laptop here, I have the monitor setup here, and I basically have the iPad here. How I use? If I am watching some video tutorials or learning some things, most of the time I will be doing those things onto my iPad, and on the monitor itself I will be playing. I will be basically using VS Code on this side for programming, and on this tab on the laptop I will be using the web browser for finding the solution of the bugs that may arise. Or even if I am doing web development, I will be using this monitor for previewing how my website actually look. So this is how I basically use this laptop. And you can also use in some like this. If you just have 2 monitor, of course this is also going to be great. If you have 3, of course this is how you can increase your efficiency and work like this. So this is the complete overview, and of course this is not a paid promotion. Everything that is considered in this video is just bought with my own money. So that is it for this video, and I hope that you have learned something new from it. And if this video have helped you from making your purchase decision, please consider subscribing to this channel, and please do not forget to ring that bell icon so that you never miss any technical videos update. Of course, we will be doing much more technical videos beginning from this. So thanks for watching.